Alright guys, it's Ghost and we're back with more Satisfactory! So, last time we had our big old adventure producing our coal shipping truck route. And so now we have basically a limitless supply of coal. Like, literally limitless. Because the truck gets back here way faster than we can even offload this stuff. I can't think of... Like, there's only the one... thing. So the only way I can think of offloading the coal faster would be multiple coal stations. But yeah, we are already just having the coal pile up. Like, look how much we've got in these boxes now. These are going to fill up so quick. It looks like there's room for like a whole nother set of cargo things. There might be an advancement for cargo. But for right now, I think what we want to do is work on getting a coal power plant section over here added into our power grid. Let me go check to see if we have any more advancements and to go refill those two biofuel burners from last time that we didn't top off because we were completely out. Yeah, it's not producing biofuel again. And then eventually we'll discontinue our biofuel production in favor of the coal. So we'll have biofuel as like an emergency resource for when it's, you know, really, really low, but, you know, we'll have access to other power sources. And with the coal being automated, it should be basically consistent, like we won't need it for a long time. That is... Our concrete's backed up. Do we need a new concrete storage thing? Are we maxed on concrete? Oh my god, we are maxed on concrete. Do we need concrete to make power plants? No, but we need modular frames for the coal generators, so we're gonna need a lot of that going. Well, I guess I could take and make a whole bunch of foundations for over in our coal power plant area and just, like, level the ground out. So, let's take a couple stacks of this. That should be more than enough. Take a couple stacks of this. A couple stacks of plates. And I think we need a bunch of these, so let's take 2 stacks. You know what? Let's just take it all. Alright. Now that our factories are... So we still need to get the frames automated eventually someday. That, I think I'm going to use those 2 coal sources over... Or the iron source over there to automate into. Although I could automate another factory set back over here and then just have a conveyor belt run over top of everything. Either is possible. Stack some mycelium. Let's convert what we can to biomass. You know what? I'm just gonna go stuff this over here in these machines. Looks like we're still overproducing our copper, which is fine. Because we haven't had any big sink need for copper, so I don't need to actually increase production of copper, so that's fine with me. How much can this churn in? 30. It consumes 60 a minute, so yeah, there's no reason to increase efficiency with better conveyor belts over here. And that puts 45 out a minute, so that's perfectly fine. And that puts 30 out a minute. Yep. No need to mess with any of that. Alright. Let's see if our research is done. Barrel nut.
Barrel nuts can be added to the object scanner catalog after unlocking the new blueprint in Hub Tier 1.
Alright. Now let's put 5 barrel nuts on the... Where did my nuts go? There's my nuts. Lost my nuts. Let's get that out of the way, so that way we don't have any more tier 0 stuff stacked up on our to-do list. Wow, we're only one step away from finishing tier 3 as well. Alright, let's stick that as our new milestone. Oh! Alright, that's kind of sweet. We actually have most of what we need for that. We need to go get some more wires. I'll get 2 more stacks, and then we're good to go. And we can start producing the frames we need for a whole bunch of power plants. So beautiful seeing everything all neat and organized. There's one of those manta ray things flying way off in the distance. Beautiful day out on this alien world as we slowly conquer it with factories. Medical inhaler, go! What does it take to make that? Bacon, hailberry, barrel nut, and mycelia. Oh wow, it takes a little bit of everything, but it gets us full heal. Alright. Wonder if we need to make one of them to analyze it, see if we can make a better one. No, it doesn't seem to care about anything but the hard drive. How long does it take, the hard drive? 10 minutes? Alright. Let's take some time, crack into the story a little bit, because I have a feeling these blueprints will either be a really cool random technology, or it'll be some cool researchy stuff. Cool story lord stuff. Alright, so what's our next milestone? Steel production, improved melee combat, or logistics Mark III. 270 resources per minute on these belts. Oof, we have no capability of producing motors yet. We don't even know how to produce motors, so looks like this is going to be our next milestone. Or we can get the Xeno-Basher. Gets us more inventory slots. I mean, both of them are pretty easy to do. Let's do the melee combat one first, because that one we can get done realistically. Alright, so I need 2 stacks of cable, 3 stacks of wire. And then in a minute, we'll be able to send that one off. Ah, it'll be nice to have the new power grid all wired up, though. How far we've come from a single crappy little bio burner to having a row of bio burners to having, eventually, coal. Alright, we don't have it returned yet, so we can't do any of that. So let's work on making some modular frames. So we need, I think it's 10 of these per power plant? 3 of them. Oh, okay, that's actually not too bad. Does that thing come down early? Oh yeah, I guess that accounts for the landing time. I was like, is that like a, you know, crashing ship or something we'd have to worry about? Let's actually get one. Oop, damn it. Didn't want to have an extra stack of that, but I wanted to round out my stack. Alright, I'm going to go until I consume... Yeah, might as well just consume all the pipes that I've got. Or the rods. There we go. 34 frames. So we can spare a few of them to send off into space. There goes 10 of them, some rotors, 2 stacks of the wire. Boom! Give me some improved melee combat.
Milestone reached. R&D inflated your pocket dimension and have provided an improved Xeno-Zapper with increased strength and range.
Ooh, extra range? Nice. Oh, we've got so much more pocket space, and it's evened. Now we can actually, yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Look how much room we have. Oh, yay. So many flower petals in here. Sort, please. Thank you. Alright, let's look at the Xeno-Zapper. Xeno-Basher. Oof. I have to make 2 of the smaller ones? Alright. We need 10 rods. Well, we're gonna need to go get rods anyway, so let's go grab a couple stacks. Looks like my concrete has already reproduced itself to max. It does not take long to top that thing off, but that's fine. We need the rods. There we are. It's so beautiful. And then soon we'll have coal-fired power plants along that wall. Oh, and then we can repurpose this area over here for another production line. I don't know what we'll produce over here, but I'm sure there's some little thing we need to process. We need a Xeno-Zapper. Alright, 2 Xeno-Zappers into 1 Xeno-Basher. Wow. Alright, that looks awesome. Sweet. I like the gun. Also, the gun takes up a lot less of the screen, so I like using it for the base. There we go. Top my health off a little bit. Oh, I thought that little light, it was just positioned perfectly down there in the left corner. Thought I had like a sideways health bar. I'm like, is it like an overshield or something? But no. And for some reason, we managed to use 7 parachutes. I don't remember, like, falling off that many things on our adventure, but whatever. One of these days, having the parachute activate will save me rather than just waste the parachute. Has that mountain always been there? I don't know if I remember that mountain being there. That's gonna bug me. Alright, anyway. Pod is launched. So now we basically need to do steel production, and that's gonna take... Actually, we already have all that stuff right in our inventory, basically. But I'd rather not unlock the steel production because, I mean, look at how much stuff it unlocks. Steel ingots made from iron ore that's been smelted with coal. Ah, so our coal will have an additional use. All right, so that's good. Uses 2 resources to smelt. All right. A double rate miner. Ooh, boy, that's going to be some upgrades. Steel pipes. Encased industrial beams. Stator. Static parts of a motor. Motor. The motor parts of the motor. Heavy modular frame. Alright, before we get to this stage, we need to have the little frames. Our, was that stage 2? Yeah, the modular frames we don't have automated yet, so we need to have that automated before we move on. How is our research coming? That is a heavy damn duty hard drive. They're 2.5 minutes. So, coal-fired power plants. That's what we were doing. Coal generators. We need more cables. Alright, so can we make 2 more of these? Or should we do 8? Yeah, let's do 8. Alright, 8 power plants. That should keep us powered forever, because we're replacing 8 of these little ones, which... What is your max output? 20 megawatts? And then what's a coal generator? 50. Oh, wow, we don't even need anywhere close to 8. Alright, we need more rotors. We need... Just put 4 of these things on the wrist. Okay, so we need some cables. You know what? No, 6 will let us do 2 and 2 splitter. So we'll do 6, which means we need a lot more cable. Just top off 2 stacks worth, because we're going to have to do a lot of wiring and stuff anyway. Like, there's just like little flowers every now and again trying to survive in this land filled with machines. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna flatten most of this area out over here. Let's just get some foundations down. I like how I have no arbitrary grid system I've snapped this to, other than the grids that were just convenient at the time. But that's fine. I'm sure that won't become an issue. Let's go with the 4 ones here. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no, you need to connect. Nice. Ooh boy, we raised this area up. But it flattens itself out nicely, so that works out. Alright, and we have some walkways, so let's make a walkway. Can't we make a walkway down? Maybe we need ramps on this? There we go. That reminds me that there's a cave back here. Let's see if there's anything else new in the cave. There's just that one mysterious crystal, and that was all that's up in the cave. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I thought that was another tunnel. That's fine. Keeps me from building over the cave entrance and then regretting it later. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at this steel flooring with the grass that clips through it. Because it's grass. Alright, let's start by creating a new power pole. Oh my god, everything snaps to everything. Oh, that's wonderful. that one down. Continue off on our foundations here. Oh, it costs the same whether I want the big foundations or the little ones. Oh, wow. I'm actually out of concrete for once. That's good. Luckily, we have near infinite supply of it with one miner working at half power. Let's not disassemble things. Disassemble things bad. Oh, I like the factory floor idea. Tap in these last few. Alright, and then... power pole there. Perfect. Then put some ramps in, which we can always remove later. Is there a way to get a corner ramp in here? Apparently there's no corner ramps. Oh well. Ah, convenience. Beautiful. How are these things filling up? Very nice, very nice. All right, let's get some coal power plants online. Of course, these things are bigger than I thought they'd be. Oh boy, these things are big. Alright, that's our first one. Also, let's get a couple more foundations through here. Just to make things look nice. Alright, how does that mess with our alignment? Looks like we need to get rid of this side, maybe put it over on... Oh, we got these rocks. Of course we got these rocks. Always put it on top. That is kind of the crappier one anyway, so you know what? We just... Actually, we don't need to do that split, but, because we don't need to use the really good ramps anyway on these ones, because those ones max out at 60 anyway, and that one maxes out at the, 260. I need to hide this ramp path, but whatever. I haven't heard the truck in a while. I wonder if it got stuck. Did it get stuck on an animal? Did the plant break it? Fucking toxic flower. Why'd I run towards this? I thought I was running away. They're attacked by random shits. Taste hot rivet. Okay, I know what happened to it. Oh, God. Ow, ow, ow. We're dying. We're dying. So it happened... Ow. Hear more of them, but I don't see them. So what happened was, I was originally powering the damn thing on biofuel, so what ended up happening is it almost was out of an empty tank of biofuel, stopped off there and was coming back towards base, and then it ran out of fuel, so it didn't ever get it changed over for coal. Which makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna need to eat a little bit more than this to heal back up again. Do we have any berries up here? Freaking toxic plants. Someday, toxic plants, I'm gonna figure out where the damn protection from you is. There's berries. And then I'll be alive, and you will not. We got a dried up riverbed up here. You know, maybe we can get some use out of this parachute. Because we don't have to walk around. Whee! Whoosh. Alright. So now we can store the coal, disassemble this storage container. That's fine, because these ones were double backed up anyway, so that worked out pretty nicely. And then... might have to extend this one more out, so we have some more room for conveyor belting. But we should be able to produce the rest of our coal power plants. Alright. We even have room for another one, but we can still get around behind them. Perfect. Now, we just have to hook up the power poles. I'm gonna actually hook the power poles up. Yeah, out here. go. And then each one of these connects to 2 of these guys. Power grid online. Well, not really, because we haven't provided them coal. Now, with 6 of these, what we need to do is have a couple conveyor belt splitters. Ah, okay, so you do have to directly connect those. And then we'll put a splitter down here. And then we can put a Mark III belt here. Boop, boop. And that way, each one of these serves the max number it can. I just put this one... Ah, crap. Put this one the wrong way. Rotated it wrong. Probably could lock them together, but I like having the belts, because it just lets me know things are actually moving between things. Man, look at how nice. Having things snap to a grid just makes everything. Use the real good plates on these, because we want this to be flowing well. Conveyor pole right here. There we go. Boom. Alright, that is 6 coal-fired power plants now online. What is our power profile looking? Oh, look at our power production cap. Beautiful. Oh, the rest of them just came online, or they're starting to come online. I don't think all of them came online on that little lip. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we can take out the biofuel generator ones now. These things are going to be producing super well because there's no reason for them not to be. That's conveyor belt Mark II, conveyor belt Mark II. So yeah, now the only limiting factor is actually the splitter, like, just offloading from this thing. We'll need a conveyor belt Mark III coming out of the truck station. Now, we should probably have a ability to load the... Nah, it'll fuel up whenever it's at the other place. Because I was going to say, we don't want to waste some of our speed by shuttling it again for a split. Oh, that beautifulness. Alright, we can probably overclock like half of the damn factories now. Because of how much power we have. So let's go disassemble the biofuel side of things, because I want to make sure my power grid represents what I have automated, and I don't want to have to worry about this. Oh, it's so nice moving up a tech tree. Alright, do any of these poles have a purpose? Yes. These two do, that one no longer does. Alright, you know what? We can actually save ourselves a lot of damn trouble. Get rid of that pole. And that pole. Straight connecting those two. Or even more. Straight connecting those two. Ah, oh, look at this. We got this beautiful area. Now we can change up productions and things like that. I actually kind of want to move this conveyor belt because it's kind of all over the place and actually tuck it right alongside these ones over here. Ooh, that's a little close. So let's start deconstructing it from over on this end. We're gonna have a whole bunch of random materials in our inventory anyway. Oh, because, yeah, we had to do this weird little down and around in order to get it down the hill when we had a storage container down here, and that's just outdated. Build a new constructor down here. And we can put the super fast one in here. Because that's a merged line coming in. Biofuel, because it can take, I can accept 60 a minute, so we're kind of overloading it there, but that's fine. At least these things never get backed up anymore. Actually, if this is producing at 60 a minute, and these things are producing 90 a minute out, we can actually turn their power down to 33%. And now they're producing 30 a minute each. This one's producing 300 a minute. This one can get turned way down. It's 25% look like. It's 125 a minute. So let's go down to 12%. That's 45. Takes a second to update. Come on. I think it has to produce one to get me a new calculation of how much it produces. 67 a minute, so let's give it like 16%. That would still fill up this conveyor belt, and then that one, yeah. I don't think this thing can just handle that much per minute. Yeah, see, it's just stuck. It's just piling up. No, that's fine. Alright, perfect. Boom. Ah, so much more organized. Yeah, I don't like this belt. Much better. Less upslope, more just massive production. Beautiful! Now I need to get rid of all of the intermediate stuff that when I rearranged the belts I ended up with. Cool. Alright, so we got our biofuel being produced still because we're eventually going to need it. What are these deposits over here? These are just more limestone? Yeah, we really don't need more limestone. It's a beautiful valley, though. A lot of good resources in here. Like balloon trees over there. Or mountains or something. And store the rest of the biofuel in there. Stack some of our resources, because we had them unstack and restack as we kept dismantling and putting things together. There we go, that's a save stack right there. That's a stack that's saved. Perfect. Alright. So, we've got our coal power plants up. We are connected up to the coal deposit. We are drastically increasing the planet's pollution profile, but I don't think that's something we have to factor into things, so that's not a bad deal. Story time. Oh, analysis is complete. Analysis of hard drive is completed. Select your desired reward. Alternate blueprint. Alternate blueprint? Are you kidding me? Iron ingot can be made from 1 iron, 1 copper. I can make screws directly from iron ingots, so I no longer have to go through the intermediate rod stage. That'll save me an entire step on the production lines. Iron wire. Honestly, wire is really good out of copper, so I don't really want to burn iron ingots. I don't know what the benefit of 1 iron, 1 copper to an iron ingot is. Because it's 1 iron to 1 iron ingot already. Although you can produce 45 parts per minute, this is 90 parts per minute. I wonder if that's more efficient. Let's go with the screw blueprint, because that takes at least 1 machine out of stuff, and I think a lot of things are going to need screws to be at 1 step of the thing. Okay,
Data
so
on the hard drive has been salvaged and can be repurposed to unlock an alternate recipe. Salvaging more hard drives will provide additional alternate recipes.
That's nice. So yeah, we now can... Alright, so let's see if that was actually a benefit. So, it is 1 plate per rod, and 1 rod to 6 screws. Whereas if we change this thing up to... How can we not alternate recipe this thing? Wait, can only I make those? Do I have to make a new constructor so it has access to that recipe? Do we have anything set weird on this one? No. Alright, let's try that again. And now, can we have alternate recipes? How do you select? Maybe they don't have alternate recipes factored in yet because it is still beta. Unfortunate. Have the rest of these bars and put them down on your production line. Actually, 1, 2. Yeah. See if I can just manually make the screws. Maybe it's just a shortcut for me. Huh. Yeah, maybe alternate recipes just aren't implemented yet. Sad, but, you know, beta's beta. Not a big deal. Because if it's... Alright, so it's 1-to-1, ingot to iron rod to 6 screws. Can we look at the alternate recipe? Hard drive analyzed.
Data on the hard drive has been salvaged and can be repurposed to unlock an alternate recipe. Salvaging more hard drives will provide additional alternate recipes.
I don't know how to select alternate recipes. Let's see, is there anything down? Tab is inventory. Build, flashlight. No. Nothing to do with alternate recipes. Well, darn. That was a really good recipe, too. Alright, I'll save my other hard drives until I see that's actually something that we can unlock. Alright, so, before we can begin our next major upgrade level, I think I am going to use the iron deposits over there. I'm going to start producing a iron frame box thing producing factory, which is going to be considerably more complex than what we've made before. Because, well, I mean, this one took 2 in to make this. And then in order to make the frames, we need both outputs of the big plates and... what else do we need? I'm trying to mentally map out how I need to divide the 4 inputs. Or honestly, because that is a 120 out, and we have access to tier 2 guys soon. Oh my god, containers Mark II, 48 slots. They're twice as big. Really cool. But because we have the miner Mark II, that'd be 240, so we need capacity to run 8 smelters off of that. Assuming we don't just overclock them, but the overclocking seems less useful. Oh! Oh! I was wrong the whole time. It was just unlockable thing. We need to get some ingots. Luckily, there's a bunch of ingots here. You can have those back. Why are you not 1-to-1 productioning? You're doing 22.5 a minute. You're doing 30 per minute. Although your rod production goes straight into storage, so we don't really need to overclock you. We do not need that many rods. Alright, so the research thing unlocks the ability to do alternate screws. And then you have to send it off. Alright. So now... alternate screws. Ah, sweet. Alright, so you're making the standard plates here. So you are the one that we can really optimize here. So we don't even need you at all, Mr. Constructor. Take your Mark II belt. And then you can make... Why do you have no power? Oh, we never hooked your power back up. Whoops. You are going to make alternate screws. Producing 90 a minute. At the cost of only 15 ingots a minute? Oh my gosh. Alright, so that can feed 120 in a minute. This consumes 120 a minute. Oh yeah, that was a good choice of, production thing. So this thing is consuming iron bars way faster than they can be produced. I wonder if I should shuttle some iron bars over into this guy. And the screws are being... Wait. Why is it taking... No, okay, it empties out the screws it produces on that conveyor belt. So, we can overclock this guy. So let's go overclock this guy. Oh, that's a so much more efficient system. One overclocker coming up. Yeah, we picked the right one of those recipes. Jeez. Whoop. Now producing at 135 a minute for 2 iron bars, but taking less power than 2 of these machines would have anyway. And taking 1 less step so we can have shorter conveyor belts. Still not consuming the iron as fast, but you can turn down the power here, but you know what? Yeah, 22.5 a minute. That'd be about 80%. $75%? 75% exactly. You're processing 30 a minute, so you get 30 a minute. Okay. You're processing 30 a minute. You're processing 30 a minute. How about you down on the end here? 22.5 a minute, so you only need to be producing 22.5 a minute. Which means, if we're consuming 22.5, 22.5, that's 45. This is consuming 60. So 45 and 60 means this only needs to produce 105 a minute instead of 120, so we can turn it down a little bit. $108 sounds right. That way it's a little bit overproduction, but nice. So we've optimized the energy efficiency. I don't know how much we save. So this one is using 4.2 a tick. And then this miner up here, which we haven't messed with, is using 5. So that's a 20% improvement in efficiency there. That's not too shabby. Not that we have any worries whatsoever about power, because we got... Yeah, we're way up here, and we're only consuming this, but it might eventually become a power optimization game. Look at the smokestacks on those things. Alright, so... we have 2 pure iron nodes over here. Which I believe these are pure. Let me double check. So that gives us an option. That's pure. That's pure. It's really surprising we haven't run into the impure, because apparently a lot of the nodes are impure. Well, the coal is just backed up because we're producing far more of it with just one truck shipment than we can consume. But yeah, apparently the pure nodes are supposed to be a little bit more rare, but we just got lucky with a lot of really good ones right here. Could because it's a starter zone, and the farther away you get from your starter zone, the less pure things get. But that's a pure iron node, and this is like a limestone cap on a pure iron node. Or this is some kind of weird boulder we've got to break. Yeah. Weird. Alright, in any case, I think next time our big goal should be to produce the... Oh, I changed my goal thing. I can optimize these screw production things too. Alright, I really need to do the math then. Because, alright, so if it's 1 iron to 1 rod at 15 rods a minute, and then, so it's 15 iron consumed to make 90 screws, or, oh, is it less efficient? It's less power. 1 iron ingot to 1 rod to make 6 screws. Hold on, let's look at this in the regular bench. Okay, so a screw costs 1 rod. 1 rod costs 1 iron plate, 1 iron ingot, which costs 1 iron. So it's 1 to 6. This way... No, it makes double screws. It is way, way more efficient. It's just straight up cutting out the middleman there. And it's consuming iron ingots at twice the rate. Sweet. So you can be deleted. You can be deleted. We need to change these conveyor belts over to the high flow ones. I guess we just leave those connections down there. Change these constructors' recipes to the alternate screw. Now they consume 15 iron ingots per minute. So they're actually only consuming half of this thing's production, so we can fix that a little bit. And then we make the good conveyor belts out of you. Why is there this thing here? Weird. Alright, we need to make a tower here. Get rid of you. Boom. More power efficiency. Alright. Now, you are consuming 30 a minute to produce 30 ingots, but this guy is only consuming 15. So, we can overclock you once to produce 130 something, which is... These things consume 132 a minute. Actually optimize this a little bit. Or at least back up the screw production. Oh, we are... Oh, no, we got slugs. Here we are. Produce, my minions, produce! Alright, so that's now 22.5 a minute in. And we can save ourselves a little bit of energy on these guys. You guys can produce 22.5 at 75. And now you're efficient. Beautiful. So that is a power savings. And we've increased the production of them. Which is absolutely insane. Yeah, see, now the screws are coming in faster than it can use it. Well, no, it's still slightly slower than it can use it because of the limiting factor there, but... Yeah. Alright, so you are consuming at 18 per minute. Uh-oh. So if that's consuming at 18 per minute, these are only producing at 15 a minute. Oh, we need to slightly increase production here. Because these guys are still producing 30, so this could use a, like, 12% boost? But I don't have enough slugs. I will need to get more slugs. But, hey, it's, you know, we're getting tons and tons of these rotors, and we've yet to actually really need them. So it's not actually a huge concern. Alright, anyway, optimization stuff aside, our next time goal will be to set up the frames in automation, complete this challenge for the steel production milestone, and yeah, maybe go explore some more when we unlock... Did we actually unlock anything cool new? We get logistics, and then we have to go to the next tier of the space elevator, which requires what? Yep. Yep. Let's see how you're doing. 20 per minute consumed plates, 15 per minute produced. Alright, this whole pathway here needs to be optimized, because we're gonna need a lot of those damn plates. That's where we need to focus more optimization on. Ah, because we need the big motors and a lot of modular frames in order to get tier 5 and 6 unlocked. So yeah, that'll be our goal. We'll shoot some more stuff up into space and then explore the world a bit. We'll see you next time on more Satisfactory. Goodbye.